Hey out there, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful, blessed, joyful day, week. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. Tonight, we're talking about the Thursday night football game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, sorry, a little itch there. Obviously, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so that's why I got Eagles gear on. Deshaun Jackson jersey. Played for both the Buccaneers and Eagles. So I thought it was fitting to wear his jersey tonight over my Brian Dawkins jersey. With that being said, let's talk about tonight's game. So tonight's game, Tom Brady comes in off of his best game of the season and best game arguably of his career stat wise. He threw for 411 yards off of 30 completions off of 41 attempts for 5 touchdowns. Now, 2 of those touchdowns went to Antonio Brown, who had his best game of the season for 7 catches for 124 yards. They come along with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, right? And then they beat Miami 45-17 the last game. Now, coming in to this game, Philadelphia Eagles come off their victory on the road against the Carolina Panthers by a score 21-18. By far and arguably the best game for the defensive guard between last week and the first week. I'm going to say last week was the best game for defense because it's the first game he had turnovers. So last game, the defense produced 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions. I really say 4 turnovers because we had a blocked punt, which set up for a touchdown by Jalen Hurts, who had 2 rushing touchdowns last week, though passing wise wasn't the best. But I think that had a lot more to do with scheming than Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. Screen plays all day is not the best way of going out with winning the football game. That being said, focusing back on the thing, defense had their best game of the season, 3 interceptions. 1 interception by Stevie Nelson, 2 interceptions by Darius Slay, who came off his best game after responding to a game by Tyreek Hill, which guarding Tyreek, I believe, only allowed 1 catch, but Tyreek Hill beat up the secondary of the Eagles. So that's a bit of concern for tonight, obviously. But they had also had a block by special teams by TJ Edwards, who was NFC Special Team Player of the Week. Now, Philadelphia Eagles come in this game without right guard Brandon Brooks, right tackle Lane Johnson, who was out for personal reasons, tight end Dallas Goedert, who was in the COVID protocol. Tampa Bay Buccaneers come in this game without tight end Rob Gronkowski. Jason Pierre-Paul is playing science along with center. Sorry to say it, along with the center Ryan Jensen, who's playing. Both of them were questionable at the beginning of the game, before the game tonight, but they're without inside linebacker if you're looking, Lavonte David, who's a big piece of this defense, as well as strong safety Antoine Winfield Jr. So Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator, has a lot of adjustments to make with some key star players out on a short week notice. Now, to me, for Eagles to even have a chance of winning this game, game planning and game calling has to be a lot better by both the defense and offense. So that's Nick Sirianni and offensive coordinator Shane Steichen. I think that's how you say it, or Steichen, however you say it, Shane Steichen. And offense and defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon. And I even believe that it has to be teams made on special teams tonight, which is special teams coach is Michael Clay. I believe overall in all 3 phases, this team has to step up to compete with the defending Super Bowl champions Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In order for the Eagles to win this game, now Eagles fans are gonna kill me again because it's another Thursday night football game. Another primetime game. I'm not going with the Eagles, but for the Eagles to win this game, I do believe they have to score over 21 points, and that means it would be a high-scoring game, high-scoring affair, which will be an upset because the Eagles control the game. By a key thing they have not been doing all season, which has been very frustrating to me as a Eagles fan, which is run the football. The Philadelphia Eagles will have to rely on Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell in the running game, even adding Boston Scott if he's on the field tonight. You gotta run the ball and not make yourselves one-dimensional against this Tampa Bay defense, even though they have a banged up and questionable secondary. I don't care. Stop making yourself one-dimensional in these game plans. Philadelphia Eagles have to run the ball tonight, which will allow, I believe, for play action, which when you have a dual-threat quarterback like Jalen Hurts, best way to get him involved is run the ball and then make them question if he's going to run the ball, the running back's going to run the ball, and then have play action over the top, which I think is a good game plan for tonight because we're out strong safety Antoine Winfield Jr. Now, replacing him is strong safety Andrew Adams, which Philadelphia Eagles cut earlier this year from their team from preseason. So it was a little familiar understanding different Andrew Adams, but I believe if you use a lot of play action, a good running game, you have a good chance of winning this football game. Now, Jalen Smith, like I say, came off 2 rushing touchdowns, and Devonta Smith had 7 catches last week for 77 yards. I expect this game to be a control game, mostly for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I expect them to handle business on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles because I believe they're a better team and a better play calling team. And I believe they will win this game by 10 plus points. Right now, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game by a score of 21-31. I got the Eagles put up points because this defense is at times questionable and you have a lot of key players out, which I do believe the Eagles, that's another reason why I believe the Eagles have a chance of pulling an upset tonight if they're able to score more than 21 points. I believe the key to victory is scoring more than 21 points and run the football. There needs to be a balanced attack tonight to defeat this defending Super Bowl champions. Keys, fantasy picks for tonight's game. Going with the Philadelphia Eagles first. Philadelphia Eagles, I believe, Jalen Hurts to Quez Watkins. Why Quez Watkins? The secondary's banged up with Antoine Winfield Jr. out. Lavonte David is out, which I believe will allow tight end. Even though Dallas Goedert is out, I believe the tight end Sackers can get it going. He's my honorable mention. As well as Miles Sanders because they need to run the football. So Sackers and Miles Sanders is my honorable mentions because I believe the Eagles need to run the ball. Which is why my key to victory is really Miles Sanders. That's why Miles Sanders is my honorable mention because I believe if he gets the game going tonight, they have a chance of winning this game. Zach Ertz because Lavonte David, who's their usually pass coverage linebacker, so I think he has a chance to take advantage of that tonight. Though I believe they're going to move Devin White to that role, which was very effective in the Super Bowl, by the way, in pass coverage, in playoffs in general for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Anyway, getting back to Quez Watkins, why? Injuries to the cornerback position, James Dean, then you got Richard Sherman, and I think Pierre Desir is the next one. So I believe stretch your vertical threat player, which I believe is Quez Watkins, is the best vertical threat player the Eagles have because he's so quick. So I believe he's the key for the Eagles fantasy-wise. Jalen Hurts to Quez Watkins. Secondary, I believe, is the key overall for the Eagles. Honorable mention, pass rush-wise, I think Javon Hargraves is the player I would look at for the pass rushing tonight. But overall secondary, I believe, is the key to the victory for the Philadelphia Eagles tonight's game. I'm going to go Ronnie McLeod. Why? I believe you have to make this team as much as possible one dimension. How do you make them one dimension as much as possible because the game's getting ready to start? Do not let them be very effective in both the running game and the passing game. So you need to have the strong safety have his impact in both the running attack by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Leonard Fournette, and also not allowing big plays over the top and having his piece in the passing coverage. So Ronnie McLeod is my pick for the Eagles fantasy pick for defensively. Talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fantasy picks. Tom Brady, O.J. Howard. Why? Eagles linebacking core has not been great in pass coverage. So I believe O.J. Howard is the key tonight. I would have went with Rob Gronkowski, but Gronkowski is injured. So O.J. Howard, next tight end up, I believe he has a big game tonight. Honorable mention for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Chris Godwin. I believe Darius Slay is going to play on his side, but Chris Godwin, I can see have a big play tonight for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers if he's lined up mostly on Nelson. Shaquille Barrett is my pick for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensively tonight. Why? The Philadelphia Eagles offensive line has been shuffled all around due to injuries this year. So, honorable mentions really Dominic Hisu and Jason Pierre-Paul too. They're my honorable mentions, but I'm going Shaquille Barrett because I still believe Andre Dillard is the biggest weakness in the offensive line right now. He's at left tackle, I believe, tonight, so I believe Shaquille Barrett's going to be on him majority of the game. Now, Malata had to struggle a little bit last week because he's out of his element, playing the right tackle to the left tackle position. And then we're out without right guard and our starting left guard. Samalo got injured, so he's done for the season. And right guard Brooks is on, I believe, IR right now, or out with an injury, which means Landon Dickinson starts at the left tackle, and Nate Herbert starting the right guard. So that's why I said Sue and also Jason Pierre-Paul have a big game tonight. But I believe Rushing Dillard is going to be the key for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's why we went Shaquille Barrett. So that's my thoughts tonight's game. Got Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning this game on the road by a score of 31-21 over the Eagles at home. So I believe they're going to win on the road against the Eagles at home, 31-21. Hey, still room for the Eagles. Still believe you have a chance of winning this game. Fly Eagles fly, go Birds. Keep doing good out in the world, guys. And that's my thoughts on tonight's game. Peace.